Hi everybody, my name is Rita Crompton, also known as the Inventor Lady. You can reach me very easily at 303-910-8889 or rita@inventorlady.com. So we're kind of taking a step back a little bit to help some of the new inventors get on the right track. You can go to my website, inventorlady.com, download the Inventor's Galaxy Guide. It walks you through the steps so you kind of know what to expect. But today we're going to talk about the inventors who file ProSe. It means you did it yourself, right? Patents, you tried to file a provisional application or your utility application yourself. Well, there's a reason that people pay a lot of money and go to school for a long time and have debt up to their eyeballs to learn how to file a patent. And you can't do it by going to a Saturday morning class. You can't do it by buying a book. And you can't do it by buying a template and filling in the words. Good Lord. All right, I am not a patent attorney, but you know what? When I read someone who submitted something that was a template, I can circle the words where they filled in the blanks and go, if I can do it, a judge can do it, you're going to be thrown out. All right, a good patent is a work of art. Everyone is unique unto itself. So, can you do it legally? Absolutely. You could write it out on a piece of toilet paper and send it in, and as long as all the required parts are there, they're going to say, he filed a provisional patent application. The bite comes when someone challenges your filing date and you have to go to court. All right. If it's not done well and all of the required parts are not there, not just that you check them off a list, but the actual description of what you're trying to do is done well in this, and again, that is why they go to school. All right, not to write out a couple of sentences and say this is what it's doing, but to do it according to the proper protocols. All right, that's what stands up in court. That's what's protecting you. All right, so there are some variables that you can control. All right, one, have an independent, not the attorney doing, a comprehensive search for you. All right, this comes back so that you get to control the conversation, frame or be framed. All right, you want to do the framing. So that you want to be able to go in and say, all right, these are the things that we found, and I need you to tell me the parameters that I can file within. All right. The other one, the big one, all right, is the hourly rate. There are a lot of really good attorneys that will charge $200 an hour, and there's a lot of not necessarily good ones, but just scoundrels that charge $650 an hour. All right. This is one of those instances where you're not necessarily getting more for your money. They're just buying a bigger car. Don't go there. The other thing is ask, all right, what's the average hours? I know that the average hours for a non-provisional or utility filing is somewhere between 30 and 40, and that a good provisional, all right, is the front half, the first 12 to 15. If they're doing it right, you get charged then the billable rate for the first 12 to 15 for the provisional, and then for the non-provisional, you get charged the back half. All right, and for some inventors, being able to budget that way is what they need. All right, money is tough. Inventing is hard. I had a gentleman the other day say, I would love to write you a testimonial because you were the only one who told me this is going to be hard and it's going to cost money. Everybody else said, oh, that's a great idea. It'll be easy. Let me send you an invoice for 10 grand. All right, pay attention to these things. So don't file it yourself. A good licensee is always going to ask me, who is the registered patent attorney? And if I tell them the inventor filed ProSe, the conversation is over. All right, you need to understand that. All right. The other big thing is that, you start out with a patent and you're thinking, oh, I can't afford to do a patent and I need to do it myself, save some money. Okay. It takes a while to get down to this next expensive piece. But if you really understand the elements of going to market with a product, the marketing and selling part is going to cost more than the patent, the design work, the engineering, and doing the first short run. It does. All right. So when I get an inventor and say, oh, I can't afford that part, this is the time to do some serious soul searching. Should you even start this? All right. It's easier for me if I'm talking to an inventor honestly in the beginning so that we know what we've got to work with, as opposed to somebody calling me up and saying, I'm totally out of money now. All right, that's tough. So if you're cutting corners on your patent, at a certain point, someone, me, is going to tell you, I'm sorry, but I cannot help you. That's a tough one. All right, especially when you've put a lot of your soul into this. All right, knowing the rules. All right, what can you do versus what should you do sooner rather than later is one of the steps to success. Join us. We have several meetings on the different meetup platforms. Join us. We'll talk to you later. Bye.